Breaking views. Adam Pearce, general manager of WWE Raw, has a mountain of decision-making to do as Survivor Series draws near. But that doesn't mean they're all relevant to the top-tier live event. Pearce has hinted at a couple major plot points, so this week's episode should be story-driven. While some champions have a dearth of foes, others have more than enough. The Red brand is experiencing a crazy period, yet no one can control it except man. Adam Pearce has 4 major announcements to make on Monday's WWE Raw. Live on WWE Raw, you'll see Bronson Reed. Given his behavior last week, this might give the impression that he is exempt from discipline. Following his invasion of the main event, Reed assaulted the majority of competitors, sending Seth Rollins flying through the announce table. When he gets there, however, things could change. Perhaps Adam Pearce's motivation for approving Bronson Reed's presence on WWE Raw was to embarrass the large Australian. After Reed utterly decimated Rollins, the general manager of the Red brand almost lost one of his greatest stars. This allowed Pearce to take things into his own hands, as he had done before while dealing with the Visionary's health problems. To punish Bronson Reed for cutting Seth Rollins' career short, he may suspend him while he's in the ring. Even though Braun Breaker had regained the Intercontinental Championship, he has done little in the weeks following. Adam Pearce was even intimidated by the second-generation star, who is eager for some competition. The general manager of WWE Raw may have a strategy in mind for Breaker after their altercation last week. The next contender for the Intercontinental title might be announced by Pearce as either Sheamus or Braun Strowman. After being assaulted by Bronson Reed, Sheamus was not pinned in last week's fatal 4-way match. In other news, Strowman, who hurt himself while competing against the former NXT North American champion in Last Monster Standing, is supposedly okay to go. Adam Pearce would rather have a smooth main event without interruptions from anybody, given the mayhem on WWE Raw. But that certainly won't be the case as Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair challenge Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Pearce must exclude the Judgment Day from ringside and the arena if he wants to guarantee a level playing field. It follows that Carlito, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and J.D. McDonough will not be there to thwart Belair and Cargill's plans. Naomi, Damage CTRL, and maybe Nia Jax might still be involved in some serious antics. Nevertheless, the fact that the Judgment Day will not be a part of WWRAW's main event is sure to put Adam Pearce at ease. This was hinted at in last week's WWE Raw Backstage exclusive. In honor of the 10th anniversary of the New Day, Adam Pearce plans to devote a whole episode, probably the one airing on November 25, to the event. It may be official as soon as the episode airs this week. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston's already tense relationship is only going to become worse after Pearce's declaration. Woods just wants to win again, but Kingston is all about celebrating. If Adam Pearce were to divulge anything further, he would be satisfied with this distraction for the time being. On that one-off show, the New Day will get their last chance to defend their World Tag Team Championships. It would be the ideal setting for the story's climax, whatever that may be. As the tensions on WWE Raw continue to rise, General Manager Adam Pearce is faced with the daunting task of bringing order to a program that is rapidly becoming chaotic. Judgment Day has been causing mayhem, champions from the past are stepping over the line, and beloved characters are embroiled in violent feuds. The unprecedented level of innovation from the Raw roster has tested Pearce's authority. Here are 4 daring statements that Pearce may make on this week's program to shake things up and restore some order to the Red brand, while the WWE Universe awaits his next move. Pearce might ban a previous champion for brand-damaging behavior, which is both a plausible and high-stakes decision. Who was behind it? Rollins, Seth, a former WWE champion. Rollins has been embroiled in controversies with both authorities and other celebrities in the last several weeks. Rollins has been anxious because to his frustration with Judgment Day's constant meddling in his bouts and his own persistent problems with bothersome ailments. After his bout against Damian Priest went wrong last week as a result of interference from the rest of the Judgment Day, Rollins went too far last week by assaulting an official in his rage, pushing a referee. There will be zero tolerance for anybody who disrespects WWE authorities, according to Pearce. Even a brief suspension of Rollins would demonstrate that the laws apply to everyone, regardless of fame or fortune. Both Rollins' eventual comeback and the deterrence effect on other superstars would be enhanced by such a ban. Would a suspension allow Rollins to unleash an even more vicious and unpredictable side? With his championship on the line, fans would naturally be curious about how a break from the spotlight may influence his mental state and his battle with Judgment Day. Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, and Dominic Mysterio, who make up the Judgment Day, have been stomping all over Raw, disrupting matches, and continually taking advantage of the situation by using numbers. The roster and spectators are becoming more frustrated with their meddling in major event bouts. They have made it almost difficult for anybody to have a fair chance by disrupting Rollins' championship defenses and brutalizing opponents. The antics of the Judgment Day are clearly getting on Pearce's nerves. For the rest of the evening, he might prohibit the gang from being ringside in order to limit their involvement and make things fair again. By doing so, Pearce would be executing a huge power maneuver, preventing a powerful group in WWE from having any say in the results of important bouts. Without Judgment Day at ringside, things would change quickly. Superstars like Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins would suddenly be able to compete without fear of unexpected assaults. Fans would be on the edge of their seats, wondering when they'd have the gall to disobey Pearce's demands and face even worse repercussions if the Judgment Day were banned. Pearce could announce a high-stakes tag team tournament where the victors would receive a chance at the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship to add some excitement to the already heated-up tag team action and new alliances on Raw. This kind of statement would be highly anticipated by the fans and the roster alike, especially in light of the recent changes in the division. Participating teams may include well-known duos like Alpha Academy or Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura, or they may form unexpected partnerships like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens or Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Each team would battle for the opportunity to win the championship and go to a future pay-per-view event where they would face off against Finn Balor and Damian Priest, the current tag team champions from the Judgment Day. The addition of a tournament would give Raw a new competitive dimension and provide superstars with an opportunity to demonstrate their abilities in matches with significant stakes. It would also set the backdrop for a heated tag team confrontation, which would generate fresh plot points and rivalries when the teams clash. Pearce should hold a competition in RIW's tag team division to bring some order and enthusiasm back to the division. The continuous battle between Damian Priest and Cody Rhodes is one of the most heated rivalries that Raw has seen lately. Priest and the Judgment Day have been at odds with Rhodes and his supporters on several occasions, each time attempting to establish their superiority. The feud has been going on for a long time, and Pearce may opt to have a no disqualification match to end it. Allowing Rhodes and Priest to battle it out under no disqualification rules would give fans the kind of brutal, anything-goes match they crave, while also providing an outlet for the animosity between these two. Without traditional rules holding them back, Rhodes and Priest would be free to bring their absolute best and worst to the ring, using whatever means necessary to come out on top.